Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. Today is the 3rd. It is January 3rd already. So today, because it's the first of the year, the first week of the year, I wanted to talk about dreams and fears because we're in that moment, we're in that mindset. I think a lot of us are. It's like, oh, it's a new year, new goals, new things that I'm going to be excited about, new things I want to accomplish, my new dreams for the year, my new dream for my life, and what things that are holding you back from those. What are you scared? What are the fears that you have for not accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish this year? So are you letting your life be run by your fears, or are your life being pulled by your dreams? So in my mind, I paint this picture between living your life by dreams, living your life by fears. When you're living your life by fears, to me, I picture being chased, being pushed like a bear, like your fears like a bear. And many of you might have heard my several videos I've done over the years using this analogy. When you're in life and you're being chased by your fears, like you're working because you're working hard every day, every week, every month, because you're just staying barely ahead of paying the bills. You're one paycheck away from being, in serious trouble. Are you only doing what you need to do throughout life right now because it's barely keeping you ahead of whatever you want to do? You're barely happy enough or satisfied enough because you're too scared to see what would happen if you don't do those barely minimum things. Like, again, being chased like a bear. When you're being chased by a bear, and hopefully you never are, I have not, I don't think I ever will, I'm not, hopefully not, but if you're being chased by a bear, guess what? You're just running. All you're thinking about is getting away from that bear. You don't care where you're going. Whatever is the fastest, easiest way to get away from that bear. That's what a lot of people live their life. Barely, what's the fastest and easiest way to just barely, because if you're getting chased by a bear, you just want to be always ahead of that bear. You don't care if you're 10 miles away or a mile away or 100 feet away. You just want to be just enough to be ahead of that fear, that bear. So a lot of people live their lives like that and don't even see it, because they just know that they haven't been caught by the bear. You've just been working your whole life. I'm just stick with like financially and with business wise. You have that job, or you're doing real estate full time. You're just doing enough that you are not in a very, very bad space, personally, financially. Same with people in your lives and your relationships. Are you just calling people and spending time with people because you're fearful for them that they won't be in your lives? I've been through that in my life myself with people in my life. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to make sure I'm not pulled because I want to spend more time with some people. Sometimes, I mean, I like these people, just not pulled by like, I gotta, because I can't wait to do it. I'm like, I need to spend time with people, because I'm fearful that if I don't, then they won't be in my life anymore. So I'm trying to give you some ideas on that. Now, what the dreams are, I feel, picture I paint is feeling like you're being pulled, like something's pulling you, and there's a trail, there's something to hold on to, there's a path. So like your dream is and we'll stick with real estate. Your dream in real estate is to be successful in real estate and have the finances and have the sales and be financially free, be able to build a business, be able to build something that you're successful at, and have the ability to, be in charge of yourself and your business and all the benefits that go with it. If you're being pulled by that, there's a path to success with that. You're not pushing your dreams, You know where your dream is. You're like, that's my dream. I want to be there. I want to be selling that many houses. I want to make that much income. I want to do this with it. I want to have retirement funds. I want to have money for kids' college. I want to take vacations. I want to retire someday. So I'm just sticking with financial things. It's pulling you. You're not pushing it. You're not being chased by your dreams. You're striving and you're working hard and going down a path to try to get to that dream. So fears will kill that dream. Like if you're looking back, imagine this: you have a dream to get. Example. I'll just go back with this. Paint a picture. You're walking down the path. You're hiking, and your goal is to get to the end of the hike, the top of the mountain, whatever it is. All of a sudden, a fear comes out. A bear comes out. A bear starts chasing you. But you see that path. That path might be uphill. That path might be not as easy as you just now you're not looking at the end of the path, the end of the hike. You're just looking back at that bear, looking back at that fear, and you're just trying. Anyway, you're going left, you're going right, you're going down hills, you're hiding, you're doing everything. If that path, which is the path to your dreams, a path to happiness, is not always the easiest and fastest way to that, and then if those fears are there and chasing you, then you get off path. And without going into major detail, I'll give you this exact example that happens to agents all of the time. Finances, money. What happens is, every year, and hopefully, unfortunately, I know there's agents watching this or on that thought process right now, is that, Tony, I want to stay in real estate. I love real estate, but now they have that fear. I go, not making enough money to pay my bills and the things I need to do. So I got to take a part-time job. I got to get a full-time job. I got to get out of real estate for a while, get off the path, because that fear of paying bills there. So, okay, I'll go into a little bit more coaching to all the new agents out there. This has been a very, controversial topic with brokers for forever in real estate. My opinion is that that's the number one fear is money, usually with agents. Take that equation out. Take that equation out. How you do that? When you start real estate and you're not at your level, you have another job, you have another income source. So I tell all agents, new agents, you get in real estate, you keep your job. Don't have that fear. Don't have that bear of making enough money chase you off the path of real estate. The difference is you're going to have to work twice as much. You're going to have to work your job during the day or whenever that is. And the other times that you're not going to be able to work 8 hours a day. That's it. So a lot of agents do that too. I have agents that have full-time jobs and they listen to me, but then they don't put another 6, 7, 8 hours in. They don't work the 8 to 8s, the 8 to 10s. When I got into real estate 30 years ago, it's 8 in the morning to 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. I explain this to agents. If you want to be a successful agent, there is no 8-hour day. It just doesn't happen. It's in our grain. We're the moment we get up, we take time off during the day, taking breaks and things, but you're open for business when you get up and when you go to sleep. 7 days a week, you're open for business. There's no extremely successful agents in the aspect of money and sales that are working an 8-hour day. They might be now, I'll say those ones that have teams, that have companies, they've been doing this 20, 30 years and have built up a system. But an individual successful agent that's selling 30, 40, 50 houses a year without a support staff, without buyers agents, without sellers agents, they're working 7 days a week and putting all those hours in. Are they taking off for dinners and parties and taking the kids here and there? Yes, but they're on duty and open for business. So that's the difference. I'll stick back to the fears part, is that what fear do you have that's holding you back, that's pushing you in the wrong directions from being successful in real estate, and take that out of the equation. I know that you can't make them go away. You can't wave a magic wand and make those fears go away. But you have to figure out how you're not concentrating them on every day where you're being pushed the wrong directions in what you need to be pulled towards what you want to do. If that makes sense. Hopefully that does make sense. As I was trying to paint that picture about the difference between fears, living by fear, and living by your dreams. So again, hopefully that made some sense today, but I'm happy to go over it one-on-one, to go more in detail and explain, this and how it equates to you, what's happening with you, what's happening with your life. And not to keep going, I could go on for hours on different scenarios. Like I have agents that the fear of missing out. I have agents that, why didn't you work from 5 o'clock when you did off to 10 o'clock at night to 11 o'clock at night? Why didn't you put another 5 or 6 hours of work in? Well, I couldn't miss this. I want to talk to this. I have my TV shows. I got my streaming networks. I got, this, I got that. If you sleep 6-7 hours a day, you have all the rest of the day to work. And some of the people, when they hear that, I'm just saying, sorry to say this, they're just like, well, I got things to do. I want to have a life. Well, what kind of life do you want to live? You might have to put certain things on hold, miss out on things, and not do everything now so you could have the life you want in the life by design in the future. It's kind of like, I don't know if you have any friends, relatives. I don't think there's any doctors watching my video, but any people that are doctors they'll tell you how many hours they had to put in when they were in medical school, from the time they got up to the time they are, the lack of sleep that you're doing, working at the hospitals for, doing their internship and residency, and the lack of sleep. I'm not telling you have to get a lack of sleep and not sleep a good 6-7 hours a day or 8 hours a day. I'm not saying you have to go away into a hospital and be away from your family and your kids. I'm saying you can do this right in your own house, and other than showing houses or going to listings, you could do this all from home. So what kind of things are pushing you? What times of things are pulling you? What type of things do you want to put on hold or give up so you can have it even better in the future? So that's it. I can keep on going on. I love this. And any agent listening to this that got in a deep conversation with me for like hour or so knows how much I enjoy this kind of conversation and trying to figure it out what's best for you and which way you're going. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate that. And we'll be on tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.